Have you ever felt like your mood just isn't where it needs to be? A positive mindset can make all the difference between a ho hum life and a fantastic one. Hi, I'm Diane LaFoon, and I'm here with your joy tip of the week. And I'm wondering, do you have a positive attitude most of the time? Do you work at it? Is there something that you do? Tell us in the comments. Is there something that you do during your day or in your morning routine or your evening routine that helps you have a positive mindset and uplifts your mood? Today, we're going to talk about 5 ways you can uplift your mood, get a better mood, and have that positive mindset because it's so worth cultivating. You can use that positive mindset as a first defense against adversity, against things that may go wrong in your life. And this kind of experience not only benefits you, but it benefits the people that are around you as well. And we want to be a good influence on people around us, don't we? Our thoughts can affect everyone that's in our lives, no matter if we're aware of them or not. And so practicing having that positive mindset can be impactful on the world around you, whether you are aware of your thoughts or not. Just having that mindset and staying positive about your life, you'll be able to face difficult situations with a lot more ease, and you'll never give up because you'll always have that hope and that ingrained positive mindset, that uplifted mood. You don't need a new job. You don't need more money. You don't need better relationships. All you need is the right mindset. It doesn't matter if you're feeling down or if you're feeling stressed out. There are many ways to maintain that positive mindset and improve your mood, even when things are going wrong. So from the moment we wake up until we go to bed, there are simple things that you can do. We're going to talk about 5 of those today to improve your mood for a positive mindset. The first one, start acting like a more positive person. It starts by looking for the positive in every situation. This way, you'll be able to put yourself in a better mood automatically. You don't take things for granted. You appreciate what's going good in your life and you focus on those things instead of feeling sorry for yourself, instead of making it a point to take care of all of the little things that are just a burden to you. You look at the things that matter to you and what brings you joy. And then when you're faced with those things that can dampen your mood, whether it's something that's just simply annoying or something that, makes you feel like, oh my goodness, it's all downhill from here, just ask yourself, will this matter 1 year, 5 years, even 10 years from now? The ability to see that glass half full, to have that optimistic outlook, is a skill that you can learn, and you just have to develop it with practice. So start acting like a positive person, and you'll ingrain that into your brain and become more positive in the long run. Next, surround yourself with positive people. There are definitely positive people and there are negative people in the world. And the positive ones will not only be more fun to be around, they'll be encouraging to you if you spend time with them. They help build their loved ones up by encouraging them and seeing the good in every situation, making life easier for you when you spend time with them. Now, the best way to avoid negative people is just by keeping your distance from them. If somebody has been trying to keep you down or pull you down for years without success, maybe it's just time to set boundaries and set different stipulations about how much time you spend with them. There is a post on my Facebook page that is from 2017, from February 2017, and I receive notifications about this post constantly. And it is by far my most popular post that I have put out there. And I believe it's because it rings true with so many people. It's a picture of 2 people, and the quote is, "Toxic people ruin your self-worth and hold you back from greatness. Surround yourself with people who encourage, motivate, and inspire you to be your best." So, are there toxic people in your life that are holding you back? I'm not saying end your relationship with them. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying set boundaries, and then, hey, who knows? They may need somebody to encourage and uplift them, and that person could be you when you practice that positivity, when you spend more time acting like a positive person and surround yourself with positive people. Next, spend more time focusing on the present. I have to tell you, I am not optimistic all of the time, but it has gotten much easier over the last few years. there's a little plaque in my bathroom, and it says, it's right by my sink. It says, God is in control. And it reminds me that I can depend on him because he has taken care of me all throughout my life. There are so many different examples of times when I've seen God's hand at work where he has cared for me. So if you focus on regrets from the past, it can really pull you down. The past is the past, and there's nothing you can do to change it. So not only ignore it, just forget about it. Stay positive in the present moment. Remember that God has brought you through all those past regrets or situations, and you'll be able to live in a more positive, joyful state of mind. Now, being present in the moment doesn't mean we ignore our problems or avoid negative emotions. Instead, it means when they come up, when they arise in our life, you can remind yourself that no matter what happens, no matter what's going on, this too shall pass. That's a saying for a good reason. This too shall pass. And as for those long-term worries, put them in God's hand and focus on living today. Put those worries in God's hands, offer them to him, and focus on living today. So on the other hand, too, if you're continually worried about the future, it's going to steal your joy. We'll never be able to predict the future. We don't know what's going to happen 5 minutes from now, an hour from now, or a year from now. We have no idea. But God knows. And as my little sign, my little plaque in my bathroom says, he's in control. And the best news is, God loves you and he wants the best for your life, and it's better than you can ever even imagine. And so, stop focusing on the past, stop worrying about the future, and remember, God is in control, and live in the present. So we have started acting like a positive person. We're surrounding ourselves with positive people. We are remembering to live in the present, stay in the present. Next, start your day strong. Many people have to drag themselves out of bed in the morning. They're just dreading the day ahead, and that is no way to set you up for a great day. The best way to set yourself up for the great day is to have a morning routine that does that. A morning routine, something that you do every day that just helps you put a smile on your face and know that it's going to be a fantastic day. It's something like singing in the shower or eating your breakfast in a beautiful outdoor situation where you can hear the morning chorus of birds singing, whatever it is that you like to do. I like to start my day reading something encouraging. It's usually reading from the Bible or reading from a Bible study. I have talked about YouVersion before. It's an app that can be on any device, on your computer, on your phone, whatever. It's an app that I like to use. It gives you a verse of the day to pray about and meditate on. And there's also all kinds of Bible study plans in it that are terrific, that you can just search for a certain topic, and there you are with a slew of Bible studies that you can start and go through that will help you in that area of your life. So whether you have like 1 minute or 15 minutes, whatever time you have in your morning, set your morning routine to start your day on a positive note. And just a side note here, one more thing, I'm an essential oil enthusiast. I talk about it a lot. I start my morning every morning inhaling and breathing in essential oils that will help oxygenate my brain, will uplift my mood, and will help me set that routine, that start for that day that's going to be more positive, smell great, and just help that routine along in order to be more positive, have that positive mindset for the day. So we have started acting like a positive person. We're surrounding ourselves with positive people. We are staying in the present moment. We are starting our day with a great routine. And then number 5, stop negative thoughts in their tracks. It's it's challenging to be perpetually optimistic. Negative thoughts are going to come in there, and they're inevitably going to get the best from you sometimes. Unfortunately, we humans, we're negatively inherent creatures. We're just born with this negative bent, and that's because our brain protects us. And that's not a bad thing. The brain protects us because it usually defaults to that negative response when we're uncertain, because it wants to say, hey, whoa, and we're not sure what's going on here, so let's default to that negative response. But we can train our brain differently. The idea is when things are coming down and you're having these negative statements to yourself, when you're saying things like, I can't do it, this is too much, I'm not equipped for this, tell yourself something, an auditory cue, something that is going to stop that negative thought dead in its tracks. Some people have a little rubber band that they snap on their wrist in order to get rid of those negative cues. One of the things that my business coach talks about is telling yourself tough noogies. If you're afraid of something, if you're faced with something that is daunting, or if you're telling yourself that you can't do this and that you're not equipped, tell yourself tough noogies. Get that cue in there and stop that negative thoughts dead in its tracks, and snap your brain out of it. For example, sometimes I will start hearing myself say, it's impossible. I'll never be able to get it all done. And I tell myself, tough noogies, take it and do it one step at a time, and you can accomplish it. It's important that we practice being less pessimistic, because it really trains our brain to not be so negative all the time when we're overwhelmed or when things come and are daunting to us. It gradually leads us down a more manageable path where we don't have to have these interruptions that stop the negative thoughts for us. It just happens naturally after you practice it for a while. So it's clear here with these 5 ways that it is possible to learn to have a more positive mindset. And when you have a more positive mindset, that is going to uplift your mood and help you to choose joy. Start spending time each day focusing on what you have going for you right now, instead of dwelling on past mistakes or future problems that might not ever happen. Start acting like a more positive person and surround yourself with people who are happy in their jobs, people who are happy in their relationships and in their lives, and they're going to have a good influence on you. Establish a morning routine that sets you up for success. Don't drag yourself out of bed dreading the day. Establish that morning routine that's going to start your day on a positive note and set you up for success. And then stop those negative thoughts from creeping into your head. As soon as you hear them there, find a way to say tough noogies or whatever word works for you to stop those negative thoughts in their tracks. So has this been helpful for you? I sure hope so. And we do these joy tips of the week every week just for you. And if you'd like to know when we're going live with a joy tip of the week, all you have to do is text me at 989-244-8448 and just say joy tip. And then I'll be sure and let you know anytime I'm going live. And you're welcome to respond to me there too, and we'll have a little conversation. So text joy tip to 989-244-8448. Whenever I'm going live with your joy tip of the week, I will let you know so you can join me right here. And remember, joy isn't something that simply happens to us. We have to choose joy and keep choosing joy every single day. Thanks for joining me.